Hi everyone, welcome to Enjoy English School. I'm Steven.
大家好，我是 Bernice 老师。
Today's date is May 26th, and we're going to be covering pages 52 to 55 with The World in Pictures.
我们今天要教同学来看一些图片，然后看看这些字呢，应该用怎么样英文字来叙述。
Okay, the title is The Right Tools for the Job.
今天我们要学的呢是，如果今天呢你要在家里呢修补一些东西或做一些东西，那么一定是需要一个正确的对的一个工具来对于你的这个做的这个事情，所以就是用对工具好办事咯。
The DIY Dream, which stands for Do It Yourself.
自己动手做的乐趣有很多呢。
So this dialogue is between Rick and a staff member who is someone that works in a store, okay? Rick is inquiring about the tools he needs for a home improvement project.
我们的主角 Rick 先生呢，他今天就到这个可以买 DIY 的一些这个店里面，那跟这个店员呢在询问说有一些工具，那这些工具呢，他是需要把它这个买回去用在他家里面的一些居家修缮的一些改造。
That's right. Let's get started. So Rick starts the dialogue and he says, Hello, I'm looking to get some tools for a DIY project, but I don't know where to start.
因为有的时候呢，你第一次要去买一些东西，确实你可能需要这个店员的帮助，所以他就先跟他说，你好呢，我现在正在到处去找看是不是有呢可以买到一些这个 tools 一些工具，那我要来做我的一些 DIY 的一些这个工程，好，这个方案。可是呢，我不晓得我到底要怎么样开始，意思是说我没有什么头绪，不知道先买哪一个工具比较好。
Right. And in this sentence, we see that he's saying, I'm looking to get some tools. But if you wanted to put a noun after looking, then you would have to put the preposition for. Okay, I'm looking for some tools. Okay, so if it's a verb, use to. If it's a noun, use for. Okay, so he's looking for some tools, but he has no idea how to start.
对，没错，就是我们要找东西，你要用，如果是名词，就是用 for 这个介系词，动词用 to。
So the staff member says, no problem. Let's start from scratch.
他说那没问题啦，没关系，我们来从头开始吧。这个 scratch 原本就是我们用指甲这样子刮下去这个感觉，所以他意思就是说我们从头来开始，一步一步来的意思。
You can say this about cooking too. Like when you cook something and someone's like, wow, did you buy that? It's so delicious. And you say, no, I cooked it from scratch. Okay, 我是从根本的是最原始的
慢慢对，这样学起来这些小技巧的。
First, you need some basic hand tools.
好，所以他就建议他呢，首先呢，你先买一些最基本的，然后是手动的一些工具。
Rick says, well, I've already got a couple of simple ones.A hammer and a screwdriver.
所以他先跟这个店员说，我家里面已经有一些了。所以他说呢，我已经呢有 a couple of 就是指好有一些了，好有好些的这些比较简单的了，好比较简单这个手动的一些工具，比如说呢，它有一个锤子，还有一个螺丝起子。
Right, and if you're not very sure what these tools look like, there's going to be pictures next to the lessons.
没错，我们的杂志上面呢都会有一些精美的图片，同学可以搭配图片，然后再来了解这个文章。
Right, and 刚刚 he said a couple of simple ones. When we say a couple of something, we usually mean like 2 or 3, sometimes 4, but he actually only really has 2. Like he actually has a couple of tools. He has a hammer and a screwdriver.So very, very basic tools.
对，所以那个 a couple of 这个片语呢，有的时候有些同学说，老师，我是把它翻译成2个，但是它不是说刚刚好，只是说这边刚好就只有2个工具。
Sometimes it can be 3 or 4.
有时候可能多了1个，多了2个这样子。
所以有些人会说，give me a couple of ketchup packets，给我一些的番茄酱。And then 那个店员可能只给他2个，他就觉得怎么那么小气？
对啊，所以我可能要5个呢。
对啊，所以可以指定说 I want 5，
对
I want 6。Okay.And you also see a long line here. That's an M dash. Okay, and it's an EM. Second word is dash, D-A-S-H. Okay, and usually that is trying to give more information about something in the sentence. In this particular situation, he's trying to emphasize which tools he has at home. Okay, and then when you're speaking, you can kind of pause there. Okay, so I've already got a couple simple ones. a hammer and a screwdriver. Okay, so that allows the person who's listening to know that you're giving more information.
没错，所以当我们要给予比较多的补充说明的时候，这个长话符号就是可以拿来使用的。
The staff member then says, you might also consider tools for woodworking, like a chisel to cut wood.
对，他接着就说了，可能哦，你还可以再稍微考虑一下，是不是你在买另外的其他的工具？那这些工具的用途呢，是用来做木工的，就是比如说桌子、椅子这些的。例如呢，他就说你可以买这个 chisel，来 cut wood。如果今天我们要来削木头的话，那个凿子，你可以用来使用。
Right. So here, the word buying could also be included in the sentence, B-U-I-N-G. You might also consider buying tools for woodworking. Okay, but in this situation, because we know that she's talking about getting these tools, so we don't need to put that verb in there. Okay. You might want to consider tools for woodworking, and woodwork is whenever you work with wood. Okay, whenever you have like you have to build something with wood, or you're trying to make a sculpture with wood. That's all different types of woodwork. Okay, then Rick says, okay, what about tools for tackling electrical work?
接着他就说，那这样子如何呢？ What about 就是有点在建议你一下，那你觉得这样的工具怎么样？这样的工具呢是做什么事情的呢？ Tackling 这个 tackle 就是处理的意思。如果今天我们要处理一些比较电工的那种东西的话呢，那你觉得什么样的工具会比较好呢
Tackle, T-A-C-K-L-E, has another meaning, okay? When you tackle somebody, that means that you're using your whole body to push them, okay? You see it in American football when people tackle each other, okay? So when you're tackling something, it means that, you're going all in. You want to put your whole body, your whole mind, your whole time and effort into this thing because you know it's going to take some effort.
所以有点类似像打橄榄球那种情报的那种感觉吗？就是你过去要对付这个选手，
要么就豁出去那种感觉。So I need to, okay, a lot of times we use this word when we're talking about a problem. It's like, I need to tackle this problem right away. 就是我必须要就是全力以赴去把这个问题解决掉，所以会用 tackle 这个动词。对，我觉得还蛮有画面的。
对。
Right? So you can kind of see that Rick, he's very excited about doing these things, but he's also a little bit unsure. He doesn't even know what tools to buy.
没错。
So he wants to tackle electrical work. So then the staff member says, for that, pliers and cutters would come in handy to grip and cut wires or pipes.
For that 就是说你针对刚才你问的这个所谓的 electrical work 就是你的电工的这样的一个工具的话呢，那你可以买这个所谓的钳子，还有呢一个是 cutters 就是那种切锯。那如果你买这两个东西的话呢，其实我觉得他们可以 come in handy 就是非常的 useful，他们就非常的有用了。有用来干嘛呢？你可以怎么样 grip and cut wires. 我们知道这个 grip 的意思就是一把很用力的这样紧紧的抓住握住，所以意思就是说把它固定住。好，然后固定住之后呢，这时候假设你今天要切断一些电线啦，或者是水管，那么这个钳子跟这个切锯就可以派上用场了。
Right, so 它这个因为它先说 pliers 再说 cutters，所以后面的部分呢 to grip 是讲 pliers，
把它切断。
pliers 就是可以去把握这个东西，可以抓住这个东西。
对。
And cutters， 所以这个后面的动词 and cut wires or pipes 是在指 cutters 可以做这些的功能。你知道吗？就是 A 比 A 跟 B 跟 B 比 B， 对，所以这样子会听者跟阅读者会知道 pliers 是 to grip。然后 cutter 是 like to cut wires or pipes。
对，所以说你看到两个 and， 然后左右两边各放了一个名词。好，那就是说这边 and 前面的这个 A 是对于后面的 and 前面的这个字，后面那个是对它的后面这样子。
对，因为我觉得很重要，因为可能有些学生看到 and 然后 or， 到底他现在在指什么？
对，
到底哪一个是做哪一个？OK， 所以它是跟前面有一点呼应，是 and 这样子去分开，到底 plier 是来做什么 ，cutter 是来做什么？And then Bernice also said that these things come in handy. Another great word is they can
useful.
Be useful.
没错。
Okay, but we often say, oh, that can come in handy. 这个东西一定之后可以用的。
没错，可以派上用场的。
All right, let's take a short break. Rick then says, okay, sure.
所以人家建议你买的这些东西，他说好啊，我就来买这些东西吧。
Do you think power tools are necessary?
接着他又询问他的意见了，他就说，那你觉得如果我今天买一些 power tools， 就是电动型的这样的工具，你觉得有这个必要吗？就是我需要再买这样的一个工具吗
The staff member says, in terms of efficiency, they will be a lot of help if you need to install something complicated.
什么叫 in terms of 这个片语呢？就是用来假设我们要陈述特别说明在某个特别领域里面的一个方面，就是我说在这方面来说，好，那这个 efficiency 就是效率。好，你做事情有效率就是比较快啦，所以他说好吧，如果在这个效率方面来说的话呢，可能呢你买刚才的这些这所谓的电动的这个工具呢，绝对会非常的有帮助 ，a lot of help， 你会有很大的帮助啊。如果呢你刚好需要 install， 像同学我们在打电脑不是常会装设一些什么软体呀，好，所以这个字也是这个意思，就是说如果你今天要装一些东西的话，其实这个确实买电动工具是蛮好的。
Right, so install can be about computers and software, but it can also be about equipment. Okay? Installing an AC unit 就是要装一个冷气机。
对，
okay?
因为他们都是比较刚才讲的 complicated 是很复杂的。
我刚才觉得你那个 in terms of 翻译的非常的好。那它也可不可以是关于效率的话？
对，有关于这方面，对，就是在某个特殊的方面。
我觉得 in terms of 然后一个名词，其实这个很值得学习的。
没错。
However, they require maintenance.
可是如果你也知道嘛，买电动的东西的话呢，这个你就需要维修保养了，因为电的东西你有时候可能要上个油啊，或者是你可能要注意一下它的转的这个方向对不对，或等等等的，或安全性，所以维修保养是很重要的。
So this require, you could also use the verb need. They need maintenance. Okay, and let's look at the word maintenance. The T in this word does not need to be pronounced. Okay, you can say maintenance, but it just doesn't seem very natural, and it's difficult to say. So usually we kind of make that T silent. We just go maintenance.
所以同学有时候在听这个就是他们 native speaker 发音的时候，会跟我们在学校里面学的或者老师教你的可能会有点不太一样。也就是老师跟你说这个 T 呢，因为它刚好卡在中间，所以他可以把它省略掉。当然你要念，没有人说这是不对的，只是说对他们来听起来可能就觉得有点好像怪怪的这样的感觉。
Right, and also talk about the verb maintain, which is it's related to this word maintenance. To maintain something means that you're trying to preserve something to make sure that it stays efficient, it stays useful. So you probably have to clean it, you probably have to lubricate it. There's a lot of different things you can do to maintain something. You can maintain a good relationship with your friends.
没错，
Okay, 就是保持。
对，维持、保持的意思。
Then Rick says, I see. Okay, so I understand.
对，了解了。
And I already have a roller and a brush for painting.
好，接着他就说，我家里面还有2种工具。他说我已经有了一个 roller， 就是有时候我们要这个漆油漆或一个滚来滚去的那个东西，好，所以是这个漆油漆的这样的滚筒，还有一个刷子。那这个刷子呢，就是 for painting， 就是我油漆的时候要用的，这样子。
中文它有分，颜料跟油漆，
对，有分的。
但英文它两个都是 paint。对，这个我觉得这个还蛮有趣的事情。
对，就是我们在翻译的时候，如果今天是讲 paint 这个字，在他们英文上来说呢，如果是我们今天要画画啦，画一些山水画啦，好，这时候的那个颜料我们也叫 paint，油漆也叫 paint。
Yes。然后呢，我们刚刚虽然说像 maintenance 这个 t，很多英文呢，如果 t 在这个字的中间，这个 t 是 silent，没有错。但你看 painting，这个时候我觉得很明显有个 t 的声音，
对，
但是因为这个是动词变化的一个字，所以这个时候比较会是，
而且你要跟后面那个 ing 的那个 it 你要连音嘛，所以你如果把它省略，变 pain， 这样子连不起来了。
没错，所以真的也是有的时候是要用多听，然后去背起来，那个语感其实也要多去练习，多去接触。All right, is that enough?
他就问这个店员说，那你觉得我有一个 roller 跟一个 brush 这样子够吗
Then the staff member says, OK， 这个是我们常常英文就在想东西的时候就出现，因为中文是对不对？
对，
英文是有个 H 跟 M
鼻音感觉比较重一点。
我觉得这个也很有趣，就是每个文化有不一样的就是声音，像狗狗是汪汪汪，但英文是 rough rough rough。
哎，对，it's
just different sounds. So 我们在想东西的时候，我们是OK。You may need a putty knife to scrape off the old paint before you start.
就是如果我们今天要上那个新的油漆，在一个曾经上过油漆的一个面的时候呢，他就建议他说，你可能先需要用一个 putty knife， 就是那种刮刀，先把什么东西刮掉呢 ？To scrape off， 就是把它刮除掉原本这个平面上面有一些旧的那个油漆，先把它刮掉，然后你再去涂上新的，否则你新旧交叠在一起，那个墙面就会看起来凹凹凸凸不平的。所以他说你在开始之前最好先把旧的这个油漆先用这个刮刀把它给刮掉。
Right. So here 你看这个 P-U-T-T-Y 有2个 T 对不对？所以大部分人可能会讲 putty knife。但这个对我们 native English speaker 来说这样会太累了，所以我们会变成 putty knife。
发音也比较好发音了，所以2个 T 我们就把它发成有点像的音。
putty knife。Okay, so you may need a putty knife to scrape off the old paint before you start. Okay, then Rick says, great. Now I think I have a clearer picture of my project.
这一次他要来做他的 DIY 工程，他就说这样太好了，因为这个店员讲得非常非常的详细，什么样的工具用在什么样的地方，所以他觉得我认为啊，我对于你现在跟我讲的这个 DIY 的工程的这个过程呢，我更加的清楚，有了一个更清楚的画面了。
When I have a clear picture of something, it's not because you actually see a clear picture. It's in your mind. You're very clear what to do. Okay? Oh, I have a clear picture on what to do. Okay, so he has a clear picture of his project, what to get, how to do it, where to start. Then he says, thanks a lot.
当然要非常的感谢人家。
This is actually something I really like. It bothered me when I first came to Taiwan.
Oh, really?
A lot of people will be like, oh, where's 民权东路? And then you say, oh, it's over there.And they just leave.
就走了啊。
Like in America, that is so rude. It's like you asked me for something
没错
and you don't say thank you. It makes people in America like super offended. Yeah.
这个可能也是跟文化上面有关，因为我们其实我们觉得我们只是问个路嘛，
Yeah.
还要跟人家说thank you very much,
Yeah.
and thanks a lot， 就觉得这样子说好像有点太过多的那个礼貌了， 所以就说在那边就走了。
Yeah. But of course, there are people who are polite. There are people who will say thank you. But I've bumped into so many people that don't say thank you.
对。
walk away.
现在我想，现在很多的年轻的孩子们，你们应该都会非常懂得请、谢谢、对不起， 这个常常挂在嘴巴上面。
Well, now I think young people have Google, so they don't need your help anymore.
对 Google 就不用说 thank you 了，这样子。
All right, then the staff member says, sure thing.
意思就是别客气啦，千万不要就是我给你的这些帮助是我应该做的。
对，所以还可以说 you're welcome。当然这个 sure thing 它比较偏向 of course。OK， 当然帮你是我的很开心的
荣幸。
Yeah, so sure thing 是一个我们真的蛮常会讲的一个 of course 的意思。Sure thing. Good luck with your project.
那就祝你的这个工程一切顺利啦。
All right, so let's go to the review.
好的。
Bernice 老师 what does it mean to inquire about something?
当你有一些不知道的东西，你要去询问对方。
And if you're about to start something and you start from scratch, what does it mean?
如果我们有时候开始做一件事，有的时候难免会有第一次嘛，所以我们要从头开始。
Okay, let's talk about some tools. What is a hammer?
一个锤子。
Screwdriver?
螺丝起子。
那个起子是叫 screw. Okay. What is a chisel?
Chisel 就是凿子，你要做那个木头的时候用的。
What are pliers?
我们讲的是钳子。
What are cutters?
切锯。
Right? And these are always going to be plural form because like scissors, there's two sides,
没错
right? 会有两边嘛。
两个，对，
会是复数。
所以要加 s。
Yes. When you're painting, what is a roller?
Roller 就是指那个滚筒的那个油漆的。
And a brush?
一个刷子。
And what is a putty knife?
就是讲我们这个刮刀。
Okay, and when we say that we're going to tackle something, what does that mean?
我们要很努力的、很认真的要处理一件事情。
Or it could mean to really tackle somebody.
对，真的身体上面的行动。
Okay, in terms of something, 这个意思是什么？
通常是在描述某个特别的领域，我们说在这个方面来说。
And if you're installing something,
我们在装设一个东西。
it can be a computer, like installing like some software into a computer.
对，就是软件，我们把它就是装设在我们电脑里面。
And if you have a clear picture of something or a clearer picture of something, what does that mean?
就是我对于某一个事情，我一个非常清楚的概念，非常清楚的画面，是清楚或更清楚。
And if you say thank you to somebody and they say sure thing, what do they mean?
你跟人家说谢谢，人家当然说没问题，不客气。
当然，愿意帮你做这个事情。
没错。
All right, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
The right tools for the job. The DIY dream. Rick is inquiring about the tools he needs for a home improvement project.
Hello, I'm looking to get some tools for a DIY project, but I don't know where to start.
No problem. Let's start from scratch. First, you need some basic hand tools.
Well, I've already got a couple of simple ones, a hammer and a screwdriver.
You might also consider tools for woodworking, like a chisel to cut wood.
Okay, what about tools for tackling electrical work?
For that, pliers and cutters would come in handy to grip and cut wires or pipes.
Okay, sure. Do you think power tools are necessary?
In terms of efficiency, they will be a lot of help if you need to install something complicated. However, they require maintenance.
I see. And I already have a roller and a brush for painting. Is that enough?
You may need a putty knife to scrape off the old paint before you start.
Great. Now I think I have a clearer picture of my project. Thanks a lot.
Sure thing. Good luck with your project.